The defensive operation in Pokrovsk is ongoing. We're really talking about the Pokrovsk-Myrnograd agglomeration because it's a single entity. This also includes, for example, the possibility of transferring supplies from the Pokrovsk direction to the Myrnograd garrison, even though the logistics are extremely complicated. Every trip out, as they say, is a feat. Accordingly, the delivery of IBK is, first and foremost, the delivery of those essential supplies that provide the resources needed to conduct the defensive operation in Myrnograd. So, we're also talking about evacuating our wounded and, unfortunately, those who have been killed. That's why, for now, Ukraine has managed and continues to manage to hold back the enemy's advance in this direction. The settlement of Reichheim, which everyone knows, is a logistics hub for the defense forces. Let me put it this way, it's one of the reasons, because, and this was confirmed by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, General Syrsky, today Ukraine has managed to, let's say, create alternative logistics routes that make it possible to continue the defensive operation in the Pokrovsk-Myrnograd agglomeration. That's why the operation continues. To the north of Pokrovsk itself, and in the northern part of the settlement, the armed forces of Ukraine have full control, as do the defense forces. Because we know that here, as part of this defensive operation, a corresponding special operation is also being carried out by our special forces. First and foremost, we're talking about units from the main intelligence directorate, the Security Service of Ukraine, Special Operations Forces, and other special units that are carrying out the clearing of these territories, these neighborhoods, these locations from Russian occupiers. We're talking about both Russian sabotage and reconnaissance groups, as well as those Russian soldiers who, using infiltration tactics, the enemy's tactics haven't changed, are trying to enter the city, especially from the southern part. This is currently the primary gateway that the Russians have managed to create in order to advance further. Moreover, today, if we're talking about the southern part of Pokrovsk as the location where the Russians have a significant presence and are acting very actively, they've managed to establish their own logistics there. In any case, even here in the southern part of Pokrovsk, there are neighborhoods where our units are operating, destroying this very logistics network and carrying out certain sweeps of Russian personnel who continue to arrive or are trying to keep arriving.